This video was made with a single prompt, no studio, no camera, no editing. 15 seconds of generation done in less than 15 minutes. Seedance 2.0 dropped early this month, and in days it was everywhere. But everywhere I looked, everybody's talking only about AI filmmaking. Nobody was actually making the question that I care about. Is this tool actually good for marketing, for Pinterest content, and for social media ads? So I spent a week testing Seedance 2.0 specifically for marketing, and today I'm gonna show you the good and the bad. I'm Manu Luisi, and I have more than 10 years of experience on Pinterest marketing and digital content, and today I'm gonna show you how to use Seedance 2.0 for your business and for content and social media. And why is this tool so different and why everybody's talking about it? What is different from Kling or one-way models? So there are three different things we can talk about. So first is native audio. Seedance 2.0 can generate music, voice, everything all at the same time with the same prompt together in the same generation. That means dialogue, background music, sound effects. Second is the character consistency. This tool is amazing at keeping character consistency, and by character consistency I mean not only people if you use AI models, but also your product. You can keep it consistent during the whole video. So once you upload your reference image to Seedance, it locks your visual identity across every frame. So no morphing faces, no change details of your real-life product. So of course, this is huge for e-commerce and brand content made with AI. And third, Seedance can create with one single prompt multi-shots with many different angles, and I tried and will check them as well here in this video. And this is generally impressive, and you're gonna see in the examples here in this video today. Now, can it actually make useful content for marketing content for ads, Pinterest, and for social media? Let me show you. So the platform I've been using to access Seedance 2.0 is VisualGPT, and you can find the link in my description or in the pinned comment because they actually offer Seedance 2.0 for all the plans. And one of the problems with Seedance lately, when it opened, it wasn't available in all the platforms for all the plans. And inside of VisualGPT, you can have access to this tool for all the plans. And VisualGPT is actually a complete AI image and video generation tool, because actually for this video, we will need to generate the images as well. So I always prefer to use a platform that can offer both the images generation and the video generation all in the same place, so we have all together. It's easier and faster. And of course, they have the Seedance 2.0 model available, and that's where you're gonna try all the videos and the prompts we're gonna generate today. So just go to the link in the pinned comment and you can create a free account to start trying all of the AI tools. So for the first demo, this one is for small business owners, e-commerce owners, and affiliate marketers. We are going to create a social media video ad in one single prompt. Now, I want to say that you actually can create a video or an ad based only on the product photo and in the text prompt. But because here we want quality and you want to have more control of your visuals, I will actually generate first some of the images that are going to be present in the video, so when we generate the video, we can have everything with the exact visual we imagine. So in this way, we can keep your branding consistency and have more control of the visuals that are going to be generated. So first of all, I want to say that to create an ad, the first thing is to define your goal and your target with this ad. I have a bachelor on advertising, but for this video, and because I want to make this channel democratic to everyone, I'm going to teach you an AI hack that is going to help you to generate and to create even the concept of your ad. So make sure to stay tuned, because in the second demo, I will teach you this AI hack. But first, let me show you how we're going to create this fashion ad for the sneakers that are the example of my video ad right now. So I started with a simple product photo of the sneakers, and based on that, I generated two different images. I generated one image of the product with some beige stones just to create a different environment that I wanted for my ad. And the second image I created was a model wearing the shoes with a very casual outfit, playing, let's say, with the print of the sneakers that I'm showing you in this ad, and also with the scenery that I wanted to create. It's something very, very simple, and you will see now. I have generated both of these two images with Nano Banana. Okay, so we go to generate a new video. Once we are inside, we're gonna upload our media. So here's the product photo and also the model photo. So just make sure you have uploaded all the reference that you need, and make sure you also select the right model. So we have Seedance 2 and Seedance 2 Fast, which is, let's say, a little less quality, and of course it costs a little less. In order to choose which one to use, if you're ready to go with your prompt, you can go with Seedance 2. Instead, if you want to just try out your prompt, you can go with the 2 Fast and see the results, so it costs less credits. And it's better if you're just trying out and checking what is gonna work best for your video. And once you're happy with your prompt, you can go with Seedance 2. Okay, now I'm gonna paste my prompt, and by the way, I will show you better in the next demo how to generate even the prompts for your videos, even if you have no experience with ads and with AI. We're gonna go to the other settings down here. This is something that I had mentioned before, that Seedance can create videos with native sound. So if you want to have sound in your video, make sure to have it selected. So because I want the music, I want sound on my video, I have it active. And if by any chance you don't need the sounds, just leave it off. For the aspect ratio, because we are doing social media here, I will go with 9:16. So we'll have a full screen on vertical. And below we have the duration. You can select the duration of your video for up to 15 seconds. The cost of the video generation will change according to the duration. So in this case, I will go with 15 seconds for this video. After that, you need to select the quality of the video, 480 or 720p. Like before, the cost of the video will change according to the quality you choose. Again, if you're just trying out your prompt, you can save some credits using a lower resolution. So for this one, I will go with 480p for the resolution, and later, of course, if you like your video, you can also upscale and enhance your video quality. So let's hit generate and see what Seedance can create for us. So here's the final generation, let's play it. Okay, the results with one single prompt are incredible. I could definitely use it for a very simple ad, or even to use it on my Pinterest to promote an affiliate link of this product. It's looking very realistic. The shoes look like the shoes, they look real, and even the model, the walking, everything looks very realistic, so I could definitely use it. And it only took me a couple of minutes to generate the two images, to generate the prompt, and to generate the whole video. So if I was going to film a video like that, it would take me at least 2 or 3 days, and it would also cost me a lot of money, much more than generating two images and the video. And by the way, there's even the music. So the video could be ready, I could add some text, and I could publish it on a Pinterest ad, or even as an organic post on my Pinterest or for social media. So in less than 15 minutes, I generated the two images to create this video. Everything was very simple, very easy, and the results are very professional. So Seedance 2.0 is definitely giving incredible results for now. Okay, but we are not done. Let's go to the second demo and the step-by-step on how to create the ad concepts with AI. For the second video, I want to go into the food niche, and I'm gonna create a video for this fictional matcha brand. So because the brand is fictional, I actually first generated the brand name, the logo, and a little packaging for my brand, just so I could start using that. But of course, if you have a real product and a real brand, just use your own assets. Now, I will show you the AI hack that I mentioned before, that is gonna help you to create ads from the concept and even to the final result, even if you have no experience with advertising or with AI. So the first thing, let's go to Claude AI, or you can use any other AI chat that you prefer. And inside of Claude, we're gonna ask it to help you to create some concepts for our ad. So you can mention the vibes, the colors, your branding. You're just gonna, let's say, brainstorm some ad ideas at this moment. So for example, I'm using my Matcha brand at this moment. So I asked Claude to give me some concept ideas. So at this moment, once you like one concept, or maybe you want to mix some of them, like for example here, I wanted to mix the second and the third concept. So I just reply saying that I wanted to make something from the second to the third concept. I added some of the images that I had created. At this point, I didn't create the visuals for the video yet. I just had added a few images so Claude could have some idea of the vibes of my brand. Once you like the idea, ask Claude to create a script for an ad. Make sure to mention that you want your text prompt to have multi-angles and multi-shots. So it's going to create a script and a prompt for the whole ad, and not just for different sceneries. Once it generates the prompt, you can check it, and then you can check which images you should create in order to keep the visuals consistent. Once I had everything on the script, I went to generate a few images that I wanted to lock my visuals inside of Seedance. So again, I created a couple of images, and all of that I created with Nano Banana 2. Once you have all the images and the prompt, we can go to VisualGPT again and generate the final video. So we're gonna add all the images, the media sources, and then we're gonna add our prompt. I'm also going to try something that Seedance 2.0 is famous for, which is the sound. So I'm gonna toggle over here that I also want to enable the sounds. So it's gonna create some music, and I actually asked it inside of Claude to add the audio prompts as well. So it added any sound effects or music that I wanted inside of a video. So once you upload your prompt here, you can have all the information, and Seedance is gonna handle both the images, the visuals, and also the sound effects. In this case, I also added the text, but you'll see the results in a second. So my video wasn't generated because I guess my AI model is looking way too realistic, and I will have to activate the real person input, even though it's not a real person, it's just my AI model. So in order to generate the video, I will have to activate it, and it actually costs some extra credits. So I will just low down my quality for the moment and see how it goes. Now, here are the results. Okay, listen to that. There's music, there's the sipping sound, there's even the clicking sound of the ice inside of the glass, all generated automatically in a single prompt, in a single step. Now, let's be honest. Is it perfect? No, not yet. Is it incredible? Absolutely. It was all generated, all the multi-shots, in one single prompt with just one generation. I wish I hadn't generated the text inside of the visuals. Yes, the text is correct in the right seconds. Apart from the end, there is a little typo in the brand name, but I actually would prefer that my text would be more in branding with my brand, maybe bigger in some parts. So just a quick note, I think you shouldn't generate the text once you're generating the images, I mean the text on the screen. I would generate just the visual, and then later on add the text on CapCut or on Canva, anywhere you prefer, so you can have more control and more branding of the final visual of your video and of your ad, especially if you have the text. If you don't need the text, don't worry about it. So this was actually a complex prompt because we had a lot of different shots, different references. We have the woman was drinking, which is something that usually AI gets a little bit weird. But in this case, Seedance was able to handle it all. So she was drinking. I would say the results were actually incredible. Creating an ad like that would have taken a lot of time and money. Yes, I would need to do a few changes here, but this was generated only in one single prompt. You could generate a few other examples with the same prompt or tweaking a little bit, and by then you can edit and add just the best parts of each generation if you wanted to change something. I would probably cut some of the pieces here that doesn't look so realistic. I just wanted to leave everything just as it was generated, so I wanted to show the real results. But I will probably edit some of the parts of this video, and yes, I think it would be possible to use this video to promote a product like that. And you can get just the best parts that you like to make a full ad that you're gonna love and you think it's gonna convert. Okay, so for the third demo, we're gonna create a video ad for a hair shampoo brand. Again, this is a fictional brand that I invented myself. Okay, it's the same one of the Matcha brand, but this time I will create a hair shampoo, so I went ahead and just designed the packaging of my brand just for the purpose of using it inside of this video. So I will show you again with the help of AI because I want this video to be a little more detailed. I want to have a little more control of the scenes of this video. So first I went to a chat and I actually asked it to generate a full shot list for my ad. So I give the idea what I wanted, the vibes of a traditional hair shampoo brand, like hair flowing, the hair being washed. So I kind of gave the vibes that I want for my ad, and I asked it to give me a shot list so I could generate the images that would be the sources for my video. So it generated my list of 7 shots, and I went to create all the images. I created all the images again with Nano Banana 2, and you can also create the images inside of VisualGPT, so you have the images ready to use them for your video generation. And if you're a real brand, or if you have a real product you want to promote, I believe you would also want to have more branding and more consistency for your ad. So I would definitely recommend that you first generate the images and use them as a source, as the media for your video to get consistent results. Okay, so now that I generated all the 7 images, I'm gonna ask Gemini to create the full script and the text prompt to use with Seedance 2. So make sure you are very specific and you say that you need the prompt to be for Seedance 2.0 and that he needs to use all the shot images that you generated already, so it says consistent. You can also mention that you want the prompt to be a multi-shot and multi-camera angles video all together in the very same prompt. So you can understand that you need to create a single prompt, and he knows that Seedance 2 can generate all of it in just a single generation. So don't worry about it. Just make sure that you mention it all in your prompt when you ask it to create the full text prompt for your video ad. Then always check the prompt to see if you like it, and you can manually also change anything you don't like it. And now it's time to go to VisualGPT again, upload all your images as the reference of the video generation, select the aspect ratio, duration, sound, and quality, and click on generate. Okay, so here's the final result. Okay, the first transitions look a little bit weird, but I would actually think this is a prompting problem and not actually a Seedance problem, because it's doing exactly what it was said, and maybe I didn't notice, but it's looking a little weird in the final result. So I would probably change it, especially the first initial scenes, that they look more like moving photos and not really like a video. But to think that everything like that was generated in a single prompt, I had 7 different images for the references. I have the music, I have the movement, I have the cameras changing. So I think I need a little more tweaking in the prompt, but we will be able to get amazing results. Even with this first one, the results are looking incredible. So this one took a little more to put everything together. Yes, we want to have fast and scalable results, but we also want quality. And talking about time, it actually took me a couple of hours between the concept generation, the shot list, the images, the 7 images generation, the prompting for the final video, and the final video. So everything together took me only 2 hours. And I say only 2 hours because to produce something like that in real life would take days. You need the filming, the model, and the editing. Not to talk about the costs. With AI, it's much cost effective, and now it's getting even more realistic. So I think for smaller brands and tighter budgets, AI is definitely very helpful, and Seedance 2.0 is definitely giving good vibes for creating brand content and product consistency, which is very important for brands. So I know the limitations matter just as much as the capabilities, especially if you're a business owner and you need to decide where to invest your time and your money. Okay, so limitation number 1, I think it's text rendering, especially if you're using only one single prompt. If you want to have more of branding, you need to have better prompts. So you're going to need maybe to add reference for the kind of text and font that you want. So regarding text, I think it's better that you just generate the visuals and then later add the text inside of CapCut, Canva, or any tool you're going to use to add the text, because then you can have more freedom and more control on the fonts, and also you can change it and different timing, and also you can cut your visuals and use it for multiple ideas. So you can get the pieces. If it doesn't have text, you are going to be able to use it for many different ads, and you can edit in many different ways. Instead, if you have the text already generated, you're not able to change the order or use it for another video. Second limitation is the time. It can generate up to 15 seconds, and I would say it's actually similar to many other AI video generators. So it's not real a problem. You just need to plan ahead, and if you need something longer, you're gonna have to generate different videos and add especially your reference images so you can create something that is consistency. And when you edit everything together, it's gonna look everything like a consistency thing. And if you're just creating some simple Pinterest videos, Instagram, TikTok, something shorter, 15 seconds, it's actually great. And like I said before, you can do multiple generations and mix the best parts of each one of them. Limitation number 3, and I think it's one of the most difficult at this moment, it's the use of real people. Like I saw before, on my videos, I didn't even use a real person. It was actually an AI model that I created myself and I used for both of the videos. We had the model, and both of the videos that I had the model visible, I had to actually activate the real person option, even though it wasn't a real person. It cost some extra credits. So if you're just creating videos that is just product videos, or you don't see the face of the model, like the first one that I generated here, that we only have the back of the model and the hair, I had no problem with that. But all the others that I had the face of the model, and I guess my model was looking very realistic for AI, it actually didn't generate the video, so I had to activate the real person option in order to have it generated, even though it wasn't a real person. So this is something that we still need to understand how it's gonna work in the future. So after a whole week of testing Seedance 2.0, is it actually worth to add to your marketing and content stack for social media, ads, and pin videos? I would say it's definitely worth it. You can create great realistic videos with product consistency and with multiple shots and multiple angles all in the same prompt, making the video creation even faster with this new tool AI. The image to video workflow, I think it's one of the best. It can keep your product consistency and generate very professional and realistic results. For e-commerce product videos, I think it's where Seedance 2.0 actually shines. Animating a static product photo used to take days and a very high budget. You need a videographer and you needed to have it filmed and edited. Now with Seedance, you can do it in a couple of minutes with a reference images of your product, of a model, or of a model wearing your product, and you can generate very easy videos, even simple videos just of your product showcase, or you can generate even realistic lifestyle and ad campaigns with your products. You can access Seedance 2.0 now inside of VisualGPT. I will leave the link in the description or in the pinned comment because they have a free plan that you can create an account, and they also give you 10 daily free credits every day. So you can start trying their tools without committing to anything. Just always keep in mind that usually free plans don't include commercial license. So if you need to use your images and the videos generated commercially, make sure to get a paid plan so you have the commercial license of the content you're creating and you'll be able to use it freely for your content or your ads. And by the way, VisualGPT is actually offering 90% off of their plans at this moment, which is incredible saving, especially if you're going to use it to video generation, which costs more credits than, of course, just the images generations. The link will be in my pinned comment. Tell me in the comments which one of the 3 demos was actually more useful for your niche, because I read every single comment. Now that you know how to create ultra-realistic product videos, you may want to promote your products on Pinterest. If that's you, make sure to watch this next video where I'll teach you my 5 proven steps on how to grow on Pinterest.